Hey gamers, so I actually was not going to make a video today, but this patch seemed a little bit more chunky than I expected, with a few general balance changes and a few character-specific changes, so I wanted to be sure to break it down for you guys. Sorry for the lack of videos recently, I have 2 video scripts I'm working on right now, but I'm graduating this semester, so college has been a little bit crazy, but we'll be back on track with those soon. To jump into today's patch though, we have patch 1.4.2, Super Rivals 3D. First up, they show us our Super Rivals 3D November event. Dust off your cartridges as the beloved Rivals 3D event returns with its 1-year anniversary. This time, experience the next dimension with Super Rivals 3D. The paid bundle includes 3 new low poly skins, low poly Edelus, low poly Arcane, and low poly Olympia, with their own low poly icons to match, plus coins and free ether bugs. The free event track includes the low poly Zetterburn skin and icon, the low poly platform, Arcane emote, game over death effect, and coins and bugs. Players equipping any event skin or any previous low poly event skin will receive 20% bonus EXP on event tracks. Speaking of past event skins, we're also super excited to share that the old low poly Rano skin has gotten a graphics update to bring him up to the Super Rivals 3D level. And here's all the skins right now. I really like the Arcane skin, like this is kind of everything to me. I'm kind of surprised they put Zetterburn on the free track because he's so popular. I would have thought maybe they would have shoved like Edelus down there because Edelus is a bit less popular, but I mean for all you Zetterburn fans out there, congrats, you get a super cool free skin. And if you guys do want to support me, using code LASTSTOCK gives me a little bit of extra coin and helps support the channel in the events, and I would super appreciate it. Next up, we've got a new stage skin. Low Poly Fire Capital. Give Fire Capital a retro makeover with a brand new low poly stage skin. The low poly Fire Capital bundle is just $5 in the featured shop and includes an exclusive icon. You can also pick up the stage skin by itself for 1,000 ether bucks or 100,000 coins in the featured shop. This is actually super sick. I did not know they were going to release something like this today. Like I kind of assumed like stage skins were just for like new character drops, so this is very sick to see. I hope we get to see more like lower poly skins for stages. That's very sick. Next up, if you're a crew battle fan, this one will be big for you. Crews now function in lobbies and local modes. After our rollout of crews a few weeks ago, we're happy to bring lobby and local functionality for Team of 1 to crews. This means you can now play multiple rivals as a single player offline or in lobbies, just like you could in the Team of 1 queue. This is basically the exact same as Smash Bros.'s, what's it called, Squad Strike? So what you'll be able to do is pick 3 characters as one player and then play them per stock. I believe you'll also be able to change how many stocks you have here. So let's say if you want to do like 2 stocks with Arcane, 2 stocks with Fleet, you could do that too. So super neat. There's a new audio feature, the ambient audio. Stages now have ambient audio. This means beautiful environmental audio is now included on every stage to bring it even more to life. For example, in Merchant Port you can now hear oceans, birds, and the sounds of raindrops hitting the deck and water. This is actually very sick. I didn't see anyone asking for this feature, but I feel like this will make the game feel a lot more full and a lot more polished, so that's like very cool to see. I always like to see like devs like add in things that like bring their games like quality up, but aren't necessarily things that people would like think to ask for, you know? It's very neat. Moving on, Champion Arcane has been added to the rank shop. This includes a skin, 2 emotes, and 2 icons for the adorable Puddle Jumper. Get these with your medals that you earn from playing ranked. I mean Arcane, so I'm really happy to see this. I didn't think his skin was going to be like the most impressive. He doesn't really have any parts of his body that could like crystallize or get that cool texture, so I'm glad to see they added it to his paws. And overall, I like this design a lot. I've always liked Arcane in like darker colors. I think it's like a cool look for him, so I'll be picking it up. A few other November shop additions. We have Midnight Abyss Loxodont, Yellow Smoke Clan Forsburn, Black Spotted Olympia, and Orange Axolotl Arcane. The Arcane looks a little bit scary, but I like the rest of these skins. I really like the Midnight Abyss skins. They make the Abyss skins really pop in my opinion. We also have an orange low poly Raster, and an orange low poly Rano. Speaking of Rano, I guess this is the changes that they made to the skin. He looks like a little bit more squished up now, but I might also be misremembering him. We also got a Freydin icon, Firefang, Poor Cuber, and Maple Up Air Emo. So lots of fun little additions here. We have a few new quality of life features for a backfill for 4-player matchmaking queue. When someone leaves in casual 2v2 or free-for-all mode, the matchmaking server will now automatically find more players via our new backfill feature. So this will basically mean normally if 3 players want to stay in the casual lobby and 1 leaves, the lobby won't necessarily close, it'll just add a new friend in. Next up, we have a few R2CS events coming up. November's kicking off with a bang and a Blitz week. 3 events are happening in quick succession. This weekend, the circuit visits the legendary Port Priority 9 in Seattle. This one's going to be really big. Followed by a brand new Hungrybox Online qualifier on the 12th, with a voucher to Genesis X3 on the line. Then, returning to the storied Grassroots Rivals Major, Heatwave 8 is going to be in Phoenix next week. Heatwave is also one to really watch out for, that event is so sick. We're at Port Priority 9 with the all-new Port Priority Lover Zeta Rim palette, available now in the featured shop. I really like this color scheme, it's super sick. Similar to the previous Hungrybox qualifier events, participators will receive the Hungrybox Baseball Clarin palette for free. Registration will be available soon for this event in a separate post. I'll probably be playing in this as long as I'm free. I always love playing in the big Wi-Fi majors. And truthfully, I wish I got to compete more. If you want to find online events though, we have them in the server, linked down below. Finally, the Heatwave Baseball Clarin palette is here to celebrate the tournament's 8th installment. The event is on the cusp of breaking yet another attendance record, so check it out if you want something a bit more focused on Rivals of Aether. Heatwave is one of the big Rivals focused events, so if you're in the area and you want to check out a super sick event, I really suggest it. Next up, we have what everyone's been waiting for, our general gameplay changes. First up, right stick down backwards on ledge will now be processed after left stick down or backwards and grab. This makes sure the right stick input results in an aerial if it's buffered at the same time as the left stick, or a grab. Previously, the right stick input would be processed first, causing the character to drop from ledge without performing the aerial, so this should just kind of smooth over your ledge experience and buffering. Joystick down hard press inputs will now be cleared when entering the land state. This prevents an extremely niche bug where a frame-perfect fastfall input is held for exactly 1 frame directly above a platform and would cause a buffered plat drop after landing. So now, you won't slide through these platforms quite as often, they'll probably play a little bit more how you'd want them to. The input buffer will no longer be cleared when ledge canceling a wave land. Grab trades will now restore resources for both characters. This prevents situations such as Edalus up air trading with another grab and leaving him with no up special resource. Anti-infinite pushback velocity is now capped at 48 centimeters a frame. Sorry. This prevents some weird situations where holdable moves like Galvan's jab finisher could build up enough momentum to teleport through solid objects like Crag's Pillar. I don't know if y'all saw that clip, there was a funny little Twitter clip, people were launching themselves around the map like Angry Birds, it was kind of fun. But I'm glad that is fixed. Another bug fix, critical hit effects and death effect selections for your profiles will now be saved properly between game sessions. This is really awesome. I was kind of trolling myself because I was where did my critical hit effect go, you know? So glad to see that fixed. They fixed a bug that prevented characters from being grabbed if they were performing a throw. Getting bounced off the ground by an untechable spike will no longer retain that untechable status after bouncing. Grounded bounces are always applied to be techable. It was a niche situation, but could happen with attacks like Forestburn's Ledge Special, so that should smooth out gameplay just a touch. And they fixed a bug that caused hurtboxes to shift unintentionally where characters rotated around the center. For example, Galvan's forward special was more disjointed when angling it up, and vice versa. Now it should be consistent regardless of his rotation. So this should just kind of smooth out these hitboxes, they'll be more accurate to each time that you use them, instead of being oh, I'll use up because it shrinks my disjoint, or I'll use down because it grows it, you know? Then we have some quick changes to Forestburn. They added a low-reaching hitbox to a standing grab. This helps prevent it from whiffing against shorter characters that are extremely close to him. I assume this will really apply to characters like Maple, maybe in the first frames of her dash attack where she crouches down real low, but they might also be adding some really short characters in the future that they're kind of baby-proofing the game for. Galvan got a few changes too. They added a hitbox to the center of his up special that reaches higher than the other hitboxes. This allows him to break a rock on a platform above him. Another bug fix for Galvan is up special can now ledge cancel before going into the special fall window. And aerial down special can now be ledge cancelled properly. Adding a low reaching hitbox to a standard grab, and this helps prevent it from whiffing against shorter characters that are really close to him. So Galvan also has this new grab box here similar to Forestburn, so if someone's really close, they'll still get grabbed. If you're behind Galvan, you wouldn't necessarily get grabbed here, like the hitbox is not too generous, right? But it should smooth out those like kind of awkward spots. Drills can not only hit the players that activated them, or their teammates. This prevents a weird situation in doubles where Galvan's teammate could get hit by a drill after knocking an opponent into it. The drill hitbox radius has gone from 60 to 75. This makes it less likely for a drill to detect a player and then fail to hit them, since the hitbox is now larger than the detection box. I really like this change. I remember being really frustrated, truthfully, whenever I got the Galvan Creator playtest. I kept on knocking people right next to the drill, but it would whiff them, and then the drill would despawn. And I was like, what the balls? I need my drill. I took time to set that up, but I got no value from it, even though I'd hit into it, you know? So, I'm very glad to see this fixed. They finish up our update saying, that's all for this update. As always, feel free to drop any suggestions for new features over on our Nolt board, and be sure to join the official Discord to chat all things Rivals, report bugs, and keep up with the latest events. I'll link the Nolt board down below. I want to do a Nolt board video later on this week probably. So if you guys have a favorite Nolt post, feel free to put it in the comments and I'll go and check it out. Thanks as always for watching, and this patch seems pretty good. I'm excited for the future of Rivals, and I'll see you guys all in a future video. Bye for now!